This is your AESH Logistics News Minute for Tuesday, April 12, 2022. In mainstream news, CNBC reports Alaska Airlines to convert 2 more Boeing jets into freighters in bet on air cargo boom. Alaska Airlines is turning 2 of its midlife Boeing 737-800s into cargo planes, a bet that the pandemic boom in air freight will continue to generate revenue even after more passengers return to travel. The Seattle-based airline, the country's 5th largest, already has 3 smaller Boeing 737-700s dedicated solely to air freight. It's a small number for a carrier whose mainline fleet stood at 217 planes at the end of 2021, but the pandemic has made cargo more important to airlines. Wall Street Journal reports Ukrainian factories struggle as Russia's assault rattles supply chains. Klim Tulin's cardboard box factory in the central Ukrainian city of Dnipro is running low on raw materials and could lose water or power any day. Mr. Tulin, whose corrugated boxes are used by local food producers, says that with supply lines stretched, utility networks fragile and roads to and from the city dangerous, he can't keep the assembly line moving much longer. But he's trying to keep production alive as farmers and bakers struggle to deliver meat, fruit, vegetables and bread to stores. SupplyChainDigital.com headline: Logistics Roundup. U.S. supply boost, new hub for Amazon. Biden makes it easier to fund supply infrastructure programs, Amazon and Turkey growth, Walmart's Canada move, supply price fixing body is launched Biden and freight funding move to boost infrastructure. The Biden administration has announced $2.9 billion in funds for freight projects that will draw from 3 major grant programs, authorized by the bipartisan infrastructure law signed last year. In logistics and transportation publications headlines, TransInfo reports on its front page, Gertica to spin off part of its Eastern European business. Similarly to many logistics companies, Russia's invasion of Ukraine has presented Gertica Logistics with a number of major challenges. First and foremost, a significant proportion of the company's HGV driving workforce comes from Ukraine and Belarus. Since the war began, some Belarusian drivers have experienced issues using their bank accounts. Moreover, many Ukrainian truckers have been under severe stress or chosen to leave their jobs to defend their country. On top of that, it is no secret that Gertica conducts transports in Russia, which now presents moral and financial considerations. In another headlines of TransInfo, German hydrogen infrastructure company announces €110 million investment. The new infrastructure will help with Daimler Trucks Mercedes-Benz GENH2 truck model, a fuel cell prototype that is going through an intensive testing program on the test track as well as public roads. Daimler Truck believes that amid the drive for decarbonization in road transport, private sector initiatives such as H2 mobility, as well as corresponding legislation on the part of policymakers to create the respective framework conditions, are essential. Daimler Truck is aiming to have a product line of only carbon-neutral vehicles for its global core markets by 2039. To achieve this, the company states it is pursuing a dual-track strategy of both electric and hydrogen vehicles. TTNews.com headline: Trucking companies find best practices in transportation management software to optimize, automate. That's the long-standing message from users and vendors when they talk about realizing a return on investment for transportation management systems, TMS. The targets for automation are often work tasks that people perform repetitively. There's a lot that can be done around back-office automation, said Chris Hummer, president of Don Hummer Trucking in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. If you can automate those tasks, you can free your people up to add value elsewhere. Logistics Manager headline: Every trial reduces final mile carbon emissions by 89%. Every, formerly Hermes UK, is continuing to explore alternative modes of transport that are kinder to the environment with a trial of a new electronically assisted cargo bike that is made from natural fiber composite materials and recycled plastics and metals. So far, the results show a reduction in final mile carbon emissions by 89%. This has been your AESH Logistics News Minute for Tuesday, April 12, 2022. If you want more global logistics news and real-time alerts, hit the subscribe button now and follow us on social media.